Hey guys, I'm esthetician Trish McCarty, and I get asked so many questions about Halo, so it just made sense to make a playlist on YouTube of information about my beloved Halo. So, what is Halo? Halo is a hybrid fractional laser. It has two lasers working together at the exact same time. With little tips that are disposable, so we do not share these. Everybody gets a new Halo tip. Can treat all areas of the body with this laser device. A lot of times I'll use Halo, but I also may use the BBL handpiece. Halo uses two lasers at the same time. One is working on this outer skin, the epidermis that you can see. The other is actually working inside the skin and going into the dermis area, which is where all of the magic happens. That's where your collagen can be found. That's where your elastin is built, and that's what matters. No one ever talks about elastin as much as they talk about collagen, but the whole point in boosting your collagen is to strengthen your elastin. That's what keeps your skin nice and tight and keeps it from sagging and getting aged. So you want good, strong elastin. That's what matters. And Halo is great as far as an anti-aging treatment, but it's also wonderful at correcting the skin and aging that's already happened, whether it's fine lines, wrinkles, enlarged pores, especially if you had oilier skin when you were younger, or a lot of acne. It can tighten those pores and repair that damage that happened even years before. It can treat acne scarring. It can be a little difficult. Acne scarring is one of the hardest things we treat. It's not impossible, but it is more difficult because a lot of times it takes more than one session. Your purple, your pink, little scars that happen right after a pimple has healed. We call that post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation is the fancy word. That just means that there's pigment left over in the scar. Those are the easier ones to treat. And oftentimes, one treatment can be very effective in reducing those. But if you have pitted acne scarring, there are so many types of pitted scars that need to be considered, and different approaches need to happen. So that is why it is so important to have a thorough consultation where your provider can go over all this and give you realistic expectations and see your skin in person, what kind of outcome is needed, and plan for it. So this also helps with pigment such as brown sunspots. It can help with redness, but honestly, when it comes to pigment, a lot of times I like the BBL. You can stack these treatments together and get even more dramatic results. Halo on its own can take care of some pigment. I've seen it work wonderful over sun damage, so sunspots. It's been great. It's also very good for melasma, which has been a hard problem to treat in the past, especially with laser. Triggers for melasma is heat. So putting heat into the skin from a laser doesn't sound very smart, and it wasn't for a long time until Sciton came out with the Halo. It is designed to safely deliver that heat, but you also want a provider that knows what they're doing, because you can still put way too much heat into the skin for someone who does have melasma. So what we would do is we would, instead of doing one big treatment, we would want to break it up over 3 treatments, for example. Or at least that's how I typically like to do it. That way we can get rid of the melasma, get rid of any aging skin, but we're doing it safely and not blasting your face all at once with too much heat, because then that can make your melasma worse. So the bottom line is you have to have someone that has knowledge about melasma and understands the triggers. It's great for texture. Anytime someone comes in and says, my skin feels so rough, you need Halo in your life. So Halo has been a huge hit in our office. It's one of my most popular laser treatments. Hope you found that helpful, and leave any comments for any clarification, but also be mindful that this is a playlist and there are more videos going into greater detail for different questions that I get regarding the Halo. Thanks so much for watching, and make sure you share with a friend. Bye, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any videos.